Today we are reviewing Black Rifle Coffee Company's Blackbeard's Delight, and we're going to be checking that out in just a minute. I just finished a review on Black Rifle Coffee Company's regular BLKRFL. That's no vowels allowed to that party, consonants only, serious stuff over there. Their medium roast. So you can check that out as well. This one is going to be on Blackbeard's Delight, which is kind of hard to say first thing in the morning. That being said, we're going to pop this in and get it going while we have a conversation about it. So, as I always kind of give props to Hamilton Beach and their Flex Brew, love it. It's a one shot for people that only need a cup at a time, single people like me. And it has a K-cup adapter, which I love. That's already in here. And they also have their thing for ground coffee, which I use on a regular basis. So we're going to get our mug all lined up and ready to go in here and get this going. I'm not going to go too much into the stuff I said last time about them. It is a veteran-run organization that I appreciate, and also that a portion of the profits do go to veterans and first responders. Always look into that, though, when it comes to any organization, and make sure they're doing what they say they do, and then it's not a minuscule percentage. They actually donate a good portion. So that being said, we are looking at their Blackbeard's Delight, and as always, it says 12 rounds of single-serve coffee on their box, which I find amusing. We're talking about rounds as if there were shots versus cups, because it is a veteran-run organization. I don't have much faith when it says 100% coffee on the side. Usually it should indicate the origin of it, where it came from, the flavor notes, anything. But these are standard issue coffees, as I found out from drinking the regular one, the medium roast. Turns out Blackbeard's Delight, this is all blind for me. I got these and I did not know anything about them because I thought it would be fun and interesting to review. This is just their dark roast. So Blackbeard's apparently drinks dark roast coffee. Roasted in the USA. So that's all the information it gives you. It does say, once again, it is America's coffee, and that they donate a portion to veterans and first responders. On the back, so these, all right, so I get what they're doing, and again, very appreciative of the fact it's a veteran-run organization. Super props for that. The fact they donate is awesome. They're doing a standard issue thing here where they're not going into too much information on the packaging. The website might have it. I did not look at it. I am just reviewing what we see here in front of us. That's it. So all that being said, based on the last one, the BLK RFL, the medium roast, I'm expecting the same thing, just a little bit of a harsher, darker tone to it, because it was not outstanding coffee in any way. There were no specific notes of anything. It just tasted like coffee that you get at a diner. And let me just rephrase this, or re-say this, excuse me. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you just want a standard cup of coffee. You're not looking for anything fancy. That's what you're getting with Black Rifle. I think that they're really pushing the, they're just pushing that whole like standard, this is coffee. And they're doing that on purpose. It's probably part of their appeal. Stuff like this is sold at Cabela's, and well, you can get it anywhere. But I mean, these were from Cabela's, which is a hunting and sports place. If you don't have one near you, not sports, excuse me, camping and outdoor center. They have RVs parked outside all the time, stuff like that. All right. Since this is not a bag coffee, I couldn't do an initial sniff test, so we're going to do our sniff test like I've been doing here with What's This Brewed. All right, so I am getting kind of like a molassesy flavor smell from this, which is interesting. It is definitely a darker smell, if that's a thing, and it's got a molasses. Yeah, all right, so that's positive. I'm definitely picking up some molasses tones here. Why they don't go into that at all is beyond, not beyond me. It's because they're just doing their thing. They're doing their, this is American coffee. We don't need to go into any fancy schmancy shit. It's just coffee. Drink it. This is the dark roast version of it. And whatever. It is what it is. All right. We're going to give this a whirl. I know this is hot, but let's get going. I should also mention that I normally do not drink dark roast. I prefer light roast because I'm a fancy guy like that. I tend to gravitate more towards medium because that's where all the flavored coffees live, in the medium roast land. I do not drink dark roast. It is usually too strong of a thing, too much going on there. All right, one more sip here, and then we'll give it my thoughts. That last sip always hurts the most. when you're doing these reviews, you can't sit there and wait for it to get too cool. You do a couple of little sips to get some flavor, and then you do a big gulp at the end, and that burns all the way down. So, all right, my thoughts on this. Once again, it's just standard regular issue coffee. It is diner coffee. That's all it is. I don't really taste that molasses scent that I got, which is fine. It is lighter on the front end, and then after you drink it, it stays on your tongue. Like the flavors, it's very harsh. It's it's fighting it out on my tongue. It stayed behind to do its job. It's destroying my taste buds as we speak. So I'm sure that's the dark roast aspect of it. Yeah, so there you have it. It's the same thing as their medium roast, just a darker thing. Standard issue coffee made for people that aren't fussy. They're not looking for anything fancy. They just want their expensive American coffee. So I will just repeat myself one more time. If you're going to spend the money on this coffee, because it is more expensive, research it a little bit, make sure that it is going to the veterans, and make sure that the percentage is decent. Since this is and I don't know anything about that. I did not look into that. I'm saying if you're going to back a company, make sure you do that research. I'm sure since it is veterans run, it is going to do that. Hopefully it'll do a decent amount. So I'm going to give it one thumb up. Good cause. Coffee, again, standard issue. So I'm going to say on that note, this has been Coffee Break with Drake, TBBAT. And thank you for watching. I have a lot of other videos, all kinds of stuff from around the world to check out, and a lot of coffee reviews. So please like and subscribe. And on that note, which in this case is a rather dark, stay behind, destroy your tongue note, cheers.